Alright, mages of all ages, welcome back to some more Mage Wars. We are back with the Pellian Forcemaster, who is no longer the flying helicopter. He's no longer the slicer or the flying lawnmower. The nerf for the avatar has been put in effect. It doesn't appear on the card here yet, no, but it has been changed officially to being only minor equipment are allowed to be the living weapon. So no more Galvatar as the living weapon. With that in mind, I've made a few changes, and we'll see if for sure the power level of the mage will be reduced a bit. I'll see if it's still good, if it's still viable. And interestingly enough, Keejchen remarked in the chat, in the general chat of the Discord, that Heart of Gravicore is allowed still, and it has a ranged attack on it. It also rolls 6 dice against conjurations. The fact that it has a ranged attack is actually really powerful because it allows it to both target air, and also I can double move and then use the autonomous to attack at basically range 3. There's a lot of stuff with this one. It has a condition marker on it, so I think that's pretty powerful. We can use it at the turning throw at 0, range 0 or 1. It only does 3 dice of damage, so the basic attack of it is usually better, but there might be circumstances where it's not. Today we're up against Reddicediaries, and he is fielding the wizard. I did not plan yet. That is a mistake. Click here. We'll do the same opening, Meditating Monk, Battleforge. And let's see, anything else to note right here? We had to take, the book is basically the same, except I took up some stuff to make room for the Heart of Gravicore, and then I had somehow ended up at 2 points, so I added a Chant of Rage and a Force Shield, which I have been neglecting, and I think this is an amazing spell, so I think it's nice. And here we are. I will say good luck, have fun to him, and then we're off. Same to you. All right. First quick cast phase, and I have initiative, so I will. I should have maybe quick cast here. He gave me initiative, so it is a gate build. Oh well. Yeah, you always should quick cast if you have the initiative against the wizard. That's my bad. I will summon my meditating monk, and let's see. Yeah, end of actions phase. So we're up against a creature build. I've been wanting to do that for a while. I never really met a creature build while I was fielding the slicer, the flying lawnmower. I'm interested to see if we can fight against a creature build now with the changes in mind. The Galvatar would have definitely been better at it because it's really good at cutting down many creatures quickly, many small creatures. Hopefully we can do sort of the same still. We still have the Galvatar and can put it on the mage, but now we will have to stand still in order to double strike with 8 dice, right? So that's the major difference. Now I believe that Red Dice has seen the previous videos of the lawnmower as well, which is interesting. It's always, I prefer that my decks are still good, even if my opponent knows my general strategy, and so that'll be part of the test here today. And with that said, it's the end of the round. And we are in the deployment phase. What do we see out of the gate? Gorgon or Gremlin? It is Gremlin. All right. It is, for me, it'll just be some leather pants, getting on some armor. And this is good. I was fearing the Gorgon. The Gorgon would be by far the worst for me. So we at least don't get it this turn here. He says pass on initiative. So I will get my meditating monk meditating. So we get a mana and say done. And he advances, gives himself some pants as well, all right. I will advance, come here, put down the mana flower, we will put that in the corner here. Say done. End of action phases, then he is quick casting an enchantment onto himself. All right, and I will put down my Battleforge, I think here in the center zone, so that it is diagonal from the gate, so that I can, Well, here I can choose to wall it off if it's up here, which is also interesting. Walls doesn't work super well against gremlins, so that's a counterpoint. I do not know what to do here. It'll be one of those spots for sure. Here. And that'll be the end of the round. In the deployment phase, he has the initiative. We will see what comes out of that gate with 4 mana every round. Probably, again, could be Gorgon, could be another gremlin. We'll see. If it's just for gremlins, then it's still a good deployment, spawn point. All right, and he chooses not to deploy. I am putting out the regrowth build, just prematurely, because why not? It might be pertinent in this round, or it might discourage him from attacking at all, which is both are good here, so it's good no matter what. First quick cast phase, he has initiative. We will see what he does. No quick cast coming out of him. We have telekinetic bolt and dispel in hand. I do think I will dispel right now. I will take care of that Hawkeye. I don't like having wizards with Hawkeye, even though the arcane sap has been nerfed to costing 2 mana. It's still a really good thing, and he can spam it forever. I don't want it to roll 4 dice. I want it to roll just the 3. And usually wizards don't carry a ton of enchantments. They can, but Hawkeye by far the worst. And we have plenty of dispels, so I like getting rid of it, and it's also cheap for me to do. Getting a lot of mileage out of that, I'm sure. He is doing something to Galvatar. Crumbling it. Interesting move. All right. Putting it back in my hand for 9 mana. All right. He says done. All right, all right. Do we still attack the gremlin then? I was going to attack the gremlin, of course. Now it may not be so prudent. He says wait. Spends his quick cast action and is seeking dispels on me. Second. Okay, that'll be the Force Orb. Then the gremlin is going to go probably all the way over to the Meditating Monk, I think. We could try to hit it, getting 3 dice on it, or hit the Mage with 3 dice, also threatening the Voltaic Gate Zone, which I kind of like. Still in range of the Battle Forge. Or we could see where he goes with his gremlin first. If the gremlin ends up... Well, if I attack the gremlin and it uses his defense, then the Meditating Monk can hit the gremlin instead of meditating. If it comes over here, that might be pretty nice. I'm going to hit the gremlin. Basic melee. Fails to defend. 3 dice will go in. With a bit of a delay because it's my first dice roll. And 2 damage going in on the gremlin. So now if it moves over here in this area, then it will be attacked by the monk. Which I'm sure he doesn't want that. Oh, he disagrees. All right, the monk will go for the gremlin then. Sweet. The gremlin managed to deal 1 damage to the forge, and then the Meditating Monk will come over and punch the gremlin. Dealing 1 damage, probably not worth it. Maybe it is, who knows. It pressures the gremlin a little bit, and we do need to get rid of it now that we started hurting it. The other gremlin double moves up, readying for an attack next turn. End of the round. In the deployment phase, I am once again deploying Galvatar. We'll see if he wants to keep spending his dissolves and crumbles on that. That would be an interesting strategy from him, but he definitely has the window here. Then he can deploy again, and he changed the spell, but nothing is coming out of the gate. All right, first quick cast phase. I am not quick casting. We have Shifatar and Force Phoenix in hand this turn. I cannot afford the Force Phoenix, so that's a misplay. I can if I meditate with the monk, but it's not pertinent. It's just in case I got locked down or something, which I am not, so it's fine. We can pass. Yes. So I will pass. and see where he ends up moving his stuff. He's moving away from my mage, maybe? No. Gremlin goes for the punch. There's no damage to the forge, alright. I will see if I can get a hit in with the Meditating Monk. Probably not going to spend his defense. The monk does have a 2.8% kill chance. Dealing 3 damage. Sweet. And I'll say done. The wizard moves up and throws a spell onto the Battleforge and Acid Ball, dealing 1 damage and 2 corrodes? 2 corrodes, yeah. He really wants to take down that forge, and it makes sense. It is a good strategy. Alright, I could move over and defend it, guard it with the mage. And also attack with Shivatar. Not a bad idea, probably. Also guarding the Meditating Monk, while the Mana Flower just wants to regenerate, or will regenerate if he goes for it. He could stab it, but it has a low chance of destroying the forge in this case. So I will move over. So first of all, we need to cast the Shivatar. Give it a ready token, say from here. This costs 2 mana because Shivatar is level 2. Move over. Guard, and then attack with the slash. Oh, this is called slash. If this mage is level 5 or higher, Shivatar rolls an additional attack dice. I think that would still happen here, as even though it's autonomous. It says here if this mage is level 5 or higher, and it's attached to my mage. So I would assume so. And it's not giving me the extra die. 4 dice. Oh. Sorry. Forgot to ask for the defense. And he gets it. So, yeah, that's it. We didn't hit him. The other gremlin is retreats. Excellent. He is sapping the forge, I think. Yeah, 2 mana for Arcane Sap, 3 dice, and gets 2 critical still. And 3 normal, so he deals 3 damage to it. It barely stays alive then. And the other gremlin would probably have destroyed it. So we keep it for 1 more turn though. Good stuff. End of the round. In the deployment phase. Oh, I'm not ready. I'll just put this one in hand. I will deploy the gloves out of the forge here. And he chooses not to deploy. First quick cast phase belongs to the red player, which is the wizard. Red dice. Let's see what he goes for. No quick cast. I have Rhino Hide and Brace Yourself in hand. I will open with a... I guess I'm not doing anything right now. Actions phase. He has initiative. We assume that there'll be another sap this round on the gate, indeed. Oh, sorry, in the forge for sure. Yeah, here it goes. Will he roll that 1 damage? No, he did not. 2 normal damage means it deals 0 damage to the forge, which is perfect for me. Lovely. And he might quick cast still. I will ask, are you done? He says, not sure where I go from here. All right. And he says done. All right. So I will, of course, punch his gremlin here with my Meditating Monk. See if we get through the defense. He attempts to use the defense, and it works. So he does not get punched by the monk. I will say done. Now he should move out, and he does. Good stuff. I can probably just stay still and protect the forge, giving another deploy. And it would... I think it is the right play, even though we're not hitting anything, which is unfortunate. Yeah. Should have prepped one of the telekinetic bolts to shoot at the gremlin in this turn. I will, of course, activate and guard, and then I will say done. So here it would have been nice to have the Heart of Gravicore, because then the Gravicore could have shot at the Mage, seeing it's at range 1. That would be the benefit of the Gravicore instead. I didn't have the mana in that turn, though. Then that's the only reason we didn't deploy it instead of the Shifatar. They cost the same upkeep, so yeah. Oh, I'm being enchanted. All right. Let's see. He says done with final quick. I will enchant myself. It's most likely a nullify. So we have plenty of rhino hides. So I will enchant myself. Ask null. It is a nullify. So I will destroy my rhino hide. And that is the end of the round. You do not get mana on the gate for a nullified spell. I'm 99% sure of that. And that is the end of. Alright, we are in deployment. Leather helmet coming out of my forge here. And anything from the gate. Now with 12 mana, the Gorgon Archer rears its ugly face. Alright, that is nasty. We will try to deal with it as best we can. He says done with the deployment, so will I. First quick cast Phase then, and I have Force Phoenix and Telekinetic Bolt in hand. Neither will be cast right now. This might be a good target for the Channel Rage, and it definitely will be. Actions Phase. I will pass in the first, like this. In the first instance, first action, forcing him to activate. He is shooting at the forge, obviously, and let's see if he gets the kill this time. He should. He does. All right, good stuff for him. And fair. Having spent a lot of time and resources on that, I do think that the forge has paid off. He moves over, pops down a Hand of Mjølnir. Ooh, okay. Problematic for sure. There are multiple approaches that we can take here. I want to kill the blue gremlins while I have the damage on him here. I also want to move towards the Hand of Mjølnir, so double moving to the wizard and punching him seems the better play, most likely. I could double move down here and use the sweeping effect of the Shifatar to hit both gremlins, or at least attempt it. I believe that one can take. It does take 3 mana, yeah. Interesting. So where do we go? I think taking out one of the gremlins would be the better play, and then we are next to the Gorgon Archer, but not next to the Hand of Mjølnir, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We will move down here. Double move, then use Shifatar, sweeping. Forgot upkeep. And I might have forgotten upkeep in the previous round too, so we will go and check. I didn't pay this round here for sure. In the first round that I had the Shifatar out, I did, but in the previous round... No, here. Yep. And then sweeping is 11 here. So first here, 4 dice. Def, yeah, he knows the deal. And again, this one fails. Oh, no, this one succeeds. 8 up is a succeed. Okay, good. And then I have to say done. Well, we killed the first gremlin. It failed its defense. Perfect. So we have made a kill. He moves the other gremlin into the gate zone. All right, I would have moved it up and attacked the meditating monk. The monk will win that exchange. Oh, sorry, the gremlin will win that exchange most likely, and he will take out my economy. I think that would be the best use of the gremlin. That's just my opinion. Then at the very end of the round here, in the final quick cast phase, I will put down the Force Phoenix. Yep. And it comes in with 5 tokens on it. Yeah, 5 dissipates. Oh, and I should meditate with the monk, obviously. I forgot about it. Like so. That is the end of the round. In the deployment phase, he skips. I will reveal the redistributed power right here. And take 2 tokens off of you, Force Phoenix. It costs 0 to reveal, and now it costs him more to destroy it. In case he had prepared a Seeking Dispel this round, you never know. First quick cast phase, I have a Lesser Teleport to cast. Since he didn't do anything, I will just Lesser Teleport myself in here. So the Gorgon cannot shoot at me right now. He might have prepped a movement spell for the Gorgon or for me, and in which case there's not much I can do about it. It's fine. He will get a shot off of the Gorgon if he had that foresight, and then we will deal with it as well as we can. The other thing could have been the Channel Rage on the Gorgon, but then he might have a Dispel in hand. It's just we can never know. So yeah, here's the teleport indeed. All right. So he does get his Gorgon shot off. Let's hope we don't get too much weak on us. Too weak would be bad. Either way, it's bad. But I do have the Renewing Spring to get rid of it in time. He says I can be in a call with start. I prefer to solo cast most of the time, so I'll take it as I have it right now. Here comes the shot from the Gorgon, and it rolls a 7, which is just 1 weak, I believe. Yeah. Still nasty. Oi. And he did, 2 damage. Because I have 4 armor, but there was 2 critical damage. Fair enough. He says, done. I will activate the Meditating Monk. Gain a mana. Done. The wizard moves in and goes for the guard. All right. We can hit him with the Force Phoenix. I don't see why not. We can also hit the blue gremlin. Since it is guarding, it's an option, even though we can avoid the guard or ignore the guard when it's guarding because it's a pest. Well, for sure we will move in and attack something. I will go for the wizard. I think it's fine to get a few bits of damage on him. Something for him to use his hand of Mjølnir on. We see the reveal of the rhino hide, something to dispel in the coming turns. And then he counters on Force Phoenix, but does no damage. That's fine. Okay, I could double move over to the hand of Mjølnir and attack it. Very tempting to get rid of that ASAP. The gremlin moves out. And I forgot to write done, but whatever. He will heal his mage with that from the hand of Mjølnir, obviously. I do have the option to go in and just hit the Gorgon and the wizard. But I really think I should get rid of the hand of Mjølnir. It's tricky. I will double move over here and attack it indeed. 4 dice. dealing 2 damage to the hand. That cannot be healed, which is the important part. And that is the end of the round. We are in the deployment phase, and he is deploying a Devouring Jelly, which has Devour, of course, and that means that it can destroy and obliterate creatures when it destroys them, and then that would not allow it to reanimate in case of the Force Phoenix, which can reanimate when it dies. He can deny that with a creature like this one here. Really important point, and really nice play by him. He can change a card. Meanwhile, in the upkeep phase here, I use the create card command in here to create a barkskin, and I put it underneath the Shifratar, and this does indeed work. This has upkeep 2, and it makes me pay automatically for the Shifratar. So this is how we're going to work this right now. In hand, I have Chant of Rage and Force Shield, and he changes his card indeed. All right, and let's see. Deployment, I have nothing, of course. First quick cast phase, I am not quick casting. And neither did he. Okay, so I will take out that Hand of Bimshala now. Well, yes, I should do it now. Double strike. It should show, it shows 5 here, which is correct. And then it should do a 3 attack after. Let's see. 4 is not enough to destroy it, so it's up to 4 damage, and then 3 dice, yes indeed, and that destroys it. Perfect. No use out of the Shifratar this round. Then I quick cast Chant of Rage onto the Gorgon, revealing it for, I believe it's 2, level -1, and this is, one more, with a hate token onto my Mage. So come in here, other markers. And we will write hate here. Okay. And done. I am getting an enchantment from him. The gremlin comes up to attack me. Getting 0 damage through. Nice. Yes. I will meditate with the monk, giving me a mana. Done. At some point, the mana, I'm making a lot of mana right now, and at some point it's going to be more useful for me to send the monk in and try to punch something, and maybe even soak a blow. Something like that. Maybe punch the Devouring Jelly, whatever. Lots of options. I am being sapped by the wizard, and he deals no damage, but he reveals a rust, dealing 1 damage then. Alright. I'm assuming that he is done, so I will activate my Force Phoenix, move up here out of the zone of the Devouring Jelly, and just hit his Mage here. Dealing 1 damage, good enough. And that is the end of my actions for the round. He does need to move his Gorgon Archer. Probably moving it up here. Not sure. Down here in the corner. Alright. And that'll be the end of the round. And in the deployment, I have Dispel Wand and Wall of Force in hand. He's still changing his spells, but I don't have anything in the deployment phase, so it's fine. More mana to the Gate of Voltari. Alright, but he probably just forgot about his shard, and then no more. Okay, no deployment. First quick cast. I paid for my Phoenix, of course. It's dead here. It'll be coming in next turn. Then first quick cast phase is done for him, so I will do a little thing here. We will cast the Wall of Force. Put it here. Then pay 1 mana to cast another Wall of Force and extend it in here. Soloing me in with that good old Gorgon Archer. Hold on. Yes, I think like this. We could also wall this way, which is probably better. No, I like this. I can fly over walls just with my mage ability, so I don't care. For my part, I don't care where the walls are. It's depending on whether I would want to be locked in with the devouring jelly, like this. If I move over, the jelly would be able to move to me. But now if I move down here, the jelly will not be able to move to me. It will be able to move out to the Force Phoenix, though, where I don't want it. So both are a little bit precarious, but I think we'll make it through here. It's going to be fine. That was an expensive move, but we had a lot of mana in store. I still am gunning for the Gorgon Archer, even though I have a weak token on me. If I had two, I would need to go and deal with it in the Renewing Spring first, I think. But now I really want to kill it as soon as we can. Next turn I can put in an Unhurled Reversal on it maybe, and we can prep a Force Hammer, stuff like that. I can wall off here next turn as well to keep him separated from the Mage. All kinds of options. He is dissolving the Shifatar, alright. I will put the Barkskin in my deck just to have it available. Spending these souls on weird cards here, in my opinion, but to each their own, I suppose. Meanwhile, I will say pass. The Gorgon Archer is currently forced to move to me, so I would prefer that. He might move it last, which is also fine. We need to make him make a choice. Blue Gremlin activating and attacking me. Dealing 0 damage? Yeah, because I have exactly... No, hold on. 4 minus 2, and he rolled 2 normal and is piercing 1. That should have been 1 damage, I think. Should be 1 DMG. Ross is minus 2. I have 4. That's 2. Then he has piercing 1 on the gremlin. Piercing doesn't auto. Am I crazy? No. Pretty sure. I will activate the monk. No one is arguing with me, but I'm pretty sure. So yeah, whatever. I'll move on. Say done. I might be overlooking something. I don't think so, though. Maybe it's still thinking that I have the rhino hide or the bark skin or something, but they are both out of the way, so that shouldn't be a problem. Could have sworn that the piercing on the blue gremlins used to work, but oh well. Devouring Jelly here is trying to eat this Wall of Force. It's going to be a tough job for it, and it fails to do any damage here. Oh, we got a little bit of an error. Always just click the little hide errors here. If you get that kind of wall of text, just ignore it. Something going on in the background. Usually it doesn't affect anything immediately. And here I can now move to the Gorgon, and 3, 2, 1, I will do it. There we go. 5 dice. Thrust, yes, with piercing 2. Dealing only 3 damage. That's a little low, unfortunate. And that's the end of the round. Oh no, of course. The Gorgon is forced to attack me and deals 1 damage. Next turn we will be walling off the wizard here, so I'm alone with the Gorgon, and that'll be great. End of the round. In the deployment, we see nothing on the gate, I think, so no deploy. I have Dispel Wand and a Wall of Force in hand. The Phoenix is back and will have lost a Dissipate token. That is correct. All right. He does deploy a Gremlin. Fair enough. And in the first quick cast phase, before he can do anything, I will put up a wall up here. Actions phase, I will then smack the Gorgon before it can move away from me with a double strike. Dealing first low damage again, 3 damage going in, and then 2. So lowballing it a little bit here, that's unfortunate. Hopefully we can do better in future rounds. I'll say done. Hopefully we have plenty of time here. Depends on whether or not he can take down this Wall of Force this turn. Wizard will indeed use his Arcane Sap on the wall to try to power through. He does have Ethereal. Ethereal having been reworked a little bit. So something with Ethereal. I forget what it... I forget the... Ethereal rule. I think, if I have to guess, it's that he gets to re-roll 2s. In this case, he rolled no 2s. I think it is re-rolls on 2s. Question mark. But I will pause and go and check. And I return. So you actually get to turn all 2s into 1s. So a bit better than rerolls. Alright, and it wasn't a 2, so it doesn't matter for this case. Okay. And he said done. So I will say pass if I can. He has 3 creatures, I have 2, so I will pass. Done. No R. He says done. I say pass again because he cannot say done right now. They made it all DMG pips max 1 damage, yeah. Gets another 1 damage in from the Gremlin here, which means he's not getting through this Wall of Force. Perfect, which means I can heal it back up to full in the upkeep phase. Giving me a chance for it to last several turns, which is great. He can shoot at it with the Gorgon, I suppose. That might be something. That's unfortunate, but nothing I can do about it. He says done. I will use the Monk to get a mana. Done. Apparently we can still spend the mana, so no rush. The Devouring Jelly will once again attempt to eat the wall over here, getting 1 damage on it. And I will pay to heal it up because they are benefiting me and they are not benefiting him at all. In fact, they're making his life a lot harder right now, so it's perfect. He is done, I think. Good quick cast, I suppose. Not sure what he would do. Oh, I was about to ask if he was done. Perfect. I will move up here and guard with the Force Phoenix away from the Devouring Jelly, which is 1 important and also threatening to attack the Mage next turn. Done, and that's the end of action phases for me. So he still has the Gorgon. The Gorgon could shoot at the wall or move away. Okay, and he chooses to move, not getting through the wall this turn. I think I would have taken the shot if I were him, or enabling him to use whatever quick cast spell he had planned. He does quick cast. But he does not quick cast at the very end, and then that is the end of the round. We are in the deployment phase. No deployment from either of us. All right, Force Up and Wall of Force in my hand. I'll try out the Force Up, and we'll see how it goes. Meanwhile, Red Dice, ever the pessimist, was willing to give up in this upkeep phase here, or the planning phase. And but he wanted to play another round, or a few rounds more, I suppose. He doesn't see a path to victory. And I do think that I will win, but I don't see that it's in any way impossible for him to win. Of course, it depends on what these 42 cards are. And if he has the right answers in the book, then this is absolutely winnable. If not, well, he's been spending his resources poorly. I'll say that much. He's dissolved a Galvatar and a Shivatar cantrips, which is bad. It's not what you want to be doing. And he actually took my bait here. I wasn't really sure. There's a chance that this could be a reverse attack, the Force Orb, which would be terrible for the Gorgon Archer. So he tests it with the blue gremlin, and that works out perfectly for me then. All right, so then I'll move up and punch his Gorgon with the 5 dice, excuse me, piercing 2, to get out of the shooting range. Dealing only 2 damage. All right. I did say that he could always rely on being lucky, and there you go. I'm rolling really poorly right now, and if we continue that trend, then it's absolutely winnable for him. That's one way of doing it anyway. Like, he can get out a lot of creatures in the gate, right? And that if he has another Gorgon would be terrible for me for sure. Like that'd be one way for me to just outright lose. If he can like completely lock me down with weeks, so I would have to stand by the Renewing Spring forever and just try to heal and get rid of them. That would be terrible. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I will gain a mana from the monk. He attacked the wall up here with the gremlin moving from the gate, which is also nice. He can ignore the walls just as much as I can. Next turn, I would really like to get the Heart of Gravicore out, but every turn it seems like I have something more important. Okay, something starts as wait here. Did he do 2 damage to the wall? Let me see here. Well, probably not. The old... Yeah, he doesn't have an ethereal attack, so it's, yeah. I'm pretty sure the automation will 1 still count. The automation would have caught it. And I misspelled caught, but I'm sure it's okay. He managed to get 3 damage on this wall here. So I will go and attack his mage now with the Force Phoenix, getting some ticking damage on him, which is perfect. I don't know if maybe you guys can go back in the video and look at the attack that the gremlin did on the wall. I'm sure that the automation would have caught it. It just did the same for the Devouring Jelly down here, so I don't see that there would be any problems. And he rolled a 0 attack on the wall with the ethereal attack from the wizard. No, this was a basic attack? Basic attack, yeah, okay. So he still has his arcane sap to follow up. Now he's getting unlucky, which is not what he needed. Like I said, he needed to be lucky in order to come back into this game, I think. And he's getting luck with my bad dice rolls, but he also needs to have good ones of his own. Gorgon Archer now activating and shooting at the wall. All right, trying to break through. I think that this is the right play. He gets 1 damage in there, and so the Arcane Sap might take down the wall. I do have initiative next turn, so I can put up another Wall of Force, and I think it would be a good idea, which means that, again, we won't be able to deploy the hammer. Let's see here. 2 damage only? Or did he not roll any 2s? Oh, see, the automation even... The automation recognizes the ethereal change. Well done, Sharkbait, who is the guy who updates the code. He's on top of it. Perfect. And that will be the end of this round. Anyway, deployment, it does look like something is coming out of the gate, and I would say that that's probably even a little bit late, because he definitely had the mana last turn. He should just be spamming creatures every turn when you have 30 plus mana. But at least something's coming out now, and it is another blue gremlin. Alright. Then I have Wall of Force and Hard Gravigore in hand. First quick cast, I'm not quick casting anything. He says I can't go much past the hour mark. Alright, that's 20 minutes from now. I would say no problem. Yep. And action phase. Let's see if I can kill the Gorgon then. So that'll be the attempt this turn. Heart of Gravigore, at least we get to play it. So that's nice. So then I can say that it lived up to the expectation. I will play the Bark Spin here for 0 mana. Put it underneath. Then activate. Double strike the Gorgon. That'll be the double strike here. Yep, perfect. Dealing first 4 damage. Good, we're getting close. It'll have 5 health left. I think we can kill it then. Three dice, dealing 5 critical. Wow. Okay, that's lucky. And then we will add a, let's see, its attack on here. The Mighty Bash, which does not get affected. We'll see here. It does 4 dice, so I will do the basic melee here is 4 dice, so that's perfect. And we didn't have to be that lucky, but we got it. He needed, of course, to destroy this wall last turn. And if Red Dice ends up watching this video, he should probably consider putting an ethereal counter or an incorporeal counter in his book. The wizard has tons of it, so anything that might help him destroy a Wall of Force earlier, or if Wall of Force will give him these many issues, then I suspect you would have other mages, other incorporeal builds giving him a lot of issues too. So it probably would be wise to consider adding something in that can help him attack incorporeal stuff a little bit quicker. Although nothing's wrong with he should have killed the Wall of Force by now, if he had not been unlucky. So here is an Arcane Sap first. He gets 3 damage on it, and follows it up with a normal attack. And down, it doesn't go down. Okay, of course. Because he did not roll a 1. Alright. Well, but like I said, attacking incorporeal is problematic. So I will attack his mage with the Force Phoenix. 3 dice. Dealing 2 damage, which is nice. Done. But again, if he had deployed more creatures earlier, like faster, he would have had more dice to throw at these walls to break through and save his Gorgon. There we go. The Wall of Force goes down. Now in the discard. A little bit late, but better late than never. My Meditating Monk will now move over to start engaging. Moving and guarding for now, so it can counter if a gremlin chooses to attack. Now, if he only has 1 Gorgon in the book, well, then I probably have 1. I need to be able to remove that 1 weak token that I have at some point, but I'm not in like a hurry. 1 weak token won't ruin my day, and we're not going to get any more with how it's set up right now. My next priority would be to kill the Devouring Jelly before it can destroy my Force Phoenix. He casts a spell on himself, and then that is the end of the round. And we arrive in the deployment phase, a Gargoyle Sentry coming out. That would have been nice to help protect the Gorgon Archer as well. Final phase over. I have Dispel, Warn, and Dissolve in hand. In fact, I will try to dissolve his Leather Chaussées this turn unless something else happens. Oh, 9 mana. This would only cost you 3 mana. You don't have to teleport around a wall. He can see this zone and he can see this zone, so he can tell, and they are at a distance of 1 from each other, so he just teleports it 1 over here. Yeah, and he's done. That's his first quick cast phase. Okay, so he really wants to hit me with the Devouring Jelly. Fair enough. Actions phase. And I will be taking that hit. 5 damage goes in and 2 corrode. So now we are taking some damage and that's going to hurt for sure. There are ways around that. We can guard with the Force Phoenix and it's very tempting. Yeah, I should move up here and attack his mage, I think. Moving out of the Devouring Jelly zone. Or I should focus on destroying the Devouring Jelly, probably. I can deal a lot of dice to it this turn. I will do that. Here. Say Spinning Slash with Double Strike. We will take a little bit of punishment this turn, but then we'll get rid of the Devouring Jelly, which is important. Hopefully. Only criticals will go in, so that's only 1 damage. That's unfortunate. But then 3 to follow it up, putting it at 4 damage, and then I will use the Heart of Gravicore to give it yet another 1. Another hit, I mean. 4 dice. Dealing 1 more, and we have another 3 dice coming in from the Force Phoenix. Say done. I will be hit by a total of 9 dice this turn, which is not nothing. And I have 0 armor, so yeah, that hurts. The first one blows 6 damage. Okay, well, that's not fun. Of course. So what do we do? Well, Dispel Warn at the end of the round then, to get rid of the Rust as the first thing next turn. That's probably fine. I could guard with the Force Phoenix, but let me use the Meditating Monk to go over and hit his mage first. Dealing no damage. Done. So now he's getting that luck that I was talking about earlier. 2 corrodes and 5 damage from the Devouring Jelly, then 6 from 1 Gremlin. That's pretty nasty. Now we still can guard with the Force Phoenix before the final Gremlin attacks here, so it is being considered currently. We'll see how he does with this Gremlin. This one only deals 2 damage, alright. Then I will say pass. And again, we will see how this Gremlin does before we do anything. 3 damage, okay, putting me at 16. I think that is survivable, so I'm not going to do anything further to defend my mage. I will try to remove the Devouring Jelly, attacking it with the Force Phoenix. It has 4 health remaining. And Reddicediaries has disconnected. Alright, we'll see if he comes back. Now it's getting exciting, so that's a little bit unfortunate. And we are back. Perfect. We'll try to attack again. 8.8% chance of killing it. We deal no damage. Alright, so we are getting the bad luck now. That is unfortunate. The wizard then moves in and does a Pillar of Righteous Flame. Oof. Alright, yeah, that's nice. Giving him another 8 dice on me for right now. And he was about to give up. I might have to run. He deals 5 damage with that. That's too much. I can't stand through that, I think. Putting me up to 21. Not sure why, but he might not be able to attack right now, so I'll do 21. All right. Down to 19 with the regeneration, but that's not good. And we'll be hit by the pillar, so I'm going to let the camera roll here, or I'm going to pause until we are in the upkeep phase and doing the pillar attack. So we'll be... Of course, I will cast the Dispel Spell Wand at the end of the round here. That's my bad, like that. And then... Yeah, but he's doing the pillar attack, dealing another 5 damage and a daze. Putting me up to 26 with a daze marker. And that's nasty. Now we gotta run. Unfortunate, but we'll do our best to stay alive. Alright, so because his automation doesn't work, it didn't ask me for my Force Orb, and of course that works against the Pillar of Righteous Flame, so he's allowed me to roll that right now. So I'll roll first for the first attack, which was 5 damage. Did not get that one, and then the other one there. No problem. Alright, and then I am done with the planning phase, so is he. So, deployment. Let's see if he deploys anything. I have a Force Push and a Force Shield in hand. There's a lot of stuff that I could do this turn. But unfortunately, we are 24 out of 32, so it's kind of tricky. If he has an attack spell planned right now, I could wait for my turn, get flying, move over here, then push myself here. But he could prep stuff, like enough. The wizard has enough arsenal to teleport himself up here, and then somehow... no, he probably couldn't teleport me in here, but he could teleport me in here by teleporting and then moving, then teleporting me up here, and then attack me with 9 dice. And that alone would be enough to kill me, or a big attack spell. So I think we gotta first of all use the Dispel Wand to target the Rust, which is 5 mana. And that is my quick spell. No, and that is my quick spell. Yeah, I did do it good. So now we have 2 armor, which is nice, first of all. Then my action phase, I move up here, not over here, because that makes me susceptible for an attack from the gargoyle. We might as well move up here. And I could wall off, but no, I don't have the wall anymore. Never mind. But yeah, I could have walled off, but still he could move through with 9 dice of the gremlins. So the right play is to do the Force Shield and to reveal it in case he has a Seeking Dispel. Done. We are going to try to survive this round. This way. Let's see how it goes. Now the Force Shield gives me the Aegis 3 trait currently, which means all of the gremlins will be rolling 1 die against me, and the pillar will be rolling 1 die against me. And I have 2 armor, so that should make me survive the round at least. He comes up with the Mage, conjures a wall of thorns, okay, and pushes me through it, giving him another 5 dice to kill me with. So there's still a possibility that I die this turn. This is 5 dice from this one, the Wall of Thorns, 1 from the Pillar, that's 6. Then 3 times here, that's 9 dice, and 2 more from the Devouring Jelly. And he can get rid of my armor with the jelly, so yeah, this could be really nasty. Let's see here, 1 critical. 4 normal dice. Okay, he rolled 1 too many. Too many. But the 1 crit would hurt me. There. Now he may target me with the pillar. Pillar attack incoming. Already dodged this round. I did that in the upkeep phase. He does 4 dice, only 1 die. Oh, am I wrong? Against melee attacks. Oh, he's right. Okay, so 2 damage. Nice, I didn't know. My bad. He says done. Alright. Well, the Mage Monk is a level 1 creature, so it can move through the wall and guard me. So that's what it does, and then I'm done. He may use the pillar on it if he wants. Okay, he doesn't. So we are soaking 1 attack on the Meditating Monk at least. 4 damage. Not killing him, so that's nice. Eagle Strike coming back. Let's see if he does some damage. Doesn't really matter. It's that I take 1 less die of damage right now, which is important because the Devouring Jelly could get rid of my armor, and that would be bad. Probably if it just lands 1 corrode, then all the Brute Glims will have piercing, so then I have no armor against their attacks. 27 out of 32. So there's a high chance still that I die this turn. We managed to damage the Gremlin with a 4 dice, 4 critical damage attack from the monk. Insane. Because he succeeds in it. Oh. Ah, this is from the Devouring Jelly. Right. Okay. I was misunderstanding. And no corrodes? No corrodes at all, but he almost killed me. I have at 1 HP, so he just needs to roll 1 damage with 2 attacks. Haha, first one fails. Insane. Yeah, that's the 3rd one. Final chance to roll that 1 damage. Can he do it? I have 1 armor against this attack, and he rolls 1 damage, 1 normal damage, so I'm alive with 31 out of 32. Insane. Lol. Sure. He can attack with Pillar before I regenerate. I think he is right about that. Which means I have the Force Orb against that. Move the gargoyle. Alright. I will roll my defense. And I roll a 1. So now he just needs to roll 1 damage. Yeah, and he got it. GG. And you wanted to give up. Always keep fighting in Mage Wars, people. Let that be a lesson to everyone. I'm sure everyone who was at home was like, there's no way that he wins, and you were wrong. And I was wrong too. He just needed 1 good round. I thought the teleport of the Devouring Jelly in here was kind of a mistake, but he landed a really good hit, and then 3 good hits from the Gremlins. 1 round almost killed me, and then there was no way to recover. I mean, in this round even, he was pretty lucky. I did overlook that the force field couldn't block the right Pillar of Righteous Flame, but even then he needed some luck, and he got it. So yeah. The old defense book. I don't think I messed up, but that's up for discussion, of course. He's allowed his opinion. I say that this was a good video, and I think that the nerf to the Pellian Forcemaster is good. The Heart of Gravicore, by no means... look at that, I forgot a thing. I could have used my Heart of Gravicore to hit the Devouring Jelly, hoping to give it a slam token with the returning throw. That would have been excellent, and then maybe it wouldn't have attacked me. I forgot to attack with hammer. Could have given Jelly a slam. Oh well. So always remember to use all your things. That's another thing, right? I think it was a really good game, and I think he got lucky at the end, just like I said he would. There's always that one chance that you were lucky in Mage Wars. Even if I had survived in this round, it would have been a lot of me running from here on out. So, yeah. And I could have tried to walk into this corner and wall off, but the gremlins could have followed, and then I wouldn't have had the force shield, so it would have been 2 armor against 9 dice with three attacks of 3 with piercing 1, so 1 armor only, and that might have killed me too. A teleport in the book would have been the best. If I had had a teleport in the book, I could have double moved over here with my flying and then teleported myself with a quick action down here. That would have been out of range of anything that the wizard could have done. Now with what he did plan, I should have just flown over here and then force pushed myself to this corner here, because he didn't prep 2 teleports like he would have needed to teleport up here, then teleport me up there. That would still probably not have killed me. So I think the safer choice for me would have been to, do that. Come all the way over here and escape. All in all, really cool game. Thank you to Reddicediaries for playing and for finishing, which is always nice. And I hope everyone had a good time. See you all soon with more Mage Wars. This is Keejchen signing off. And I have to click this button